Okay, so he looks like his original self again, only better. So, did he upgrade his downgrade, or did he downgrade his upgrade? I'm confused.
Hey, what's up YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the X-Transbots APOLLYON. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging, and it's quite large packaging. Actually, you can see this box is very, very thick. Here you just have big X-Transbots on the front, and it's all shiny and it changes colors. It's funky, it's crazy. On this side, X-Transbots, and that's basically it. There's nothing much else to this box. On this side, you have X-Transbots Master X Series. You have a picture of Apollyon. Down here you have From Liberty's Ashes. Order, I can read words. Order rises. That's what it says. See what happens when I try to sound cool? It doesn't work. It just doesn't. But anyway, this is just a slipcover. You just remove that. Throw that away. And here you have the main box with a nice picture here of Apollyon, X-Transbots Master X Series. MX 1 liter Apollyon. And again, on this side, From Liberty's Ashes, Order Rises. And what we've seen here. And on the back, a very G1-esque kind of box art going on here with their other releases. And you also get a very G1-y tech spec on the bottom. And there is a bio right there if you want to read it. So there you have that. And of course you can open this up. You split it, and here's where the figure sits, here's where all the accessories sit. I like how they try to kind of make their own Decepticon-ish kind of symbol. That's just cute. That's cute how they tried to do that. And that is basically it. Oh, also on the bottom, tease for their next figure. Yes, I already have this pre-ordered. I will be getting this because it looks pretty cool. I am the plague. We are the swarm. And also, Sad Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have Apollyon, who is the first figure in X-Transbots Master X Series. This is basically going to be their masterpiece line, and this is their take on a masterpiece Megatron. And I will say right now, it's a very good figure. A fiddly figure, but still a very, very cool figure nonetheless. And as you can see, here he is in his G1 gun mode, the Walther P38. And it looks good. It's a very nice looking gun mode. I will say this for X-Transbots. I will give them full kudos because they did manage to make this figure look good in both gun and robot mode. And that is something I don't think anybody has been able to pull off. So already, this figure gets thumbs up from me. But very nice gun mode. You can see nice. The silver paint on this is just beautiful. It's gorgeous. Lots of molded details. You also have the safety right here, which does work. And yeah, very, very nicely done. Very cool. You got the sight up top right here with all the nice sculpted details and whatnot. When I saw this gap in the back, I thought maybe you could actually pull the hammer back, but you can't. It would have been cool though, but I thought you could. But here's the other side. The handle has some nice molding to it. One little issue is this a little bit of gappage here. Just for some reason I can't get this little back piece to sit flush right there. And some things on the back don't tab together quite as snugly as you would like, but very minor issue. Otherwise looks really, really nice. The trigger is spring-loaded. It doesn't make any pew-pew sounds or anything, but it's spring-loaded so you can get your play on. It's very, very nice. Very cool. Now, for comparison, we will bring in some other Megatrons. Here we have Hegemon. You can see right here, how many scales with Hegemon. Definitely bigger than Hegemon. Here we'll bring in the official Masterpiece Megatron. These comparisons are not going to be easy to do. Let's see here. Here it is with the official Masterpiece Megatron. You can see the official is a bit bigger. But there you go. Now, obviously, the official Masterpiece release does pull off the gun mode perfectly, but this one is still pretty close, pretty close. So, there's the official MP release of Megatron. And because, you know, I gotta do it, here's G1 Megs. Precious, mega precious. There he is. There it is with G1 Megs. So, there you go. So there you have that. Very, very nice. Now, of course, you can get full G1 with the... Oh, before I talk about that, this gun does come with the orange cap. You know, it comes with it actually glued into the barrel. They have to do that because it's the law, so they had to. But this removes very easily. I just grabbed it with a pair of pliers, just gave it a light little twist, and it just cracked right off. So that one removes very easily. But just wanted to point that out. But also, if you wanted to go full G1, you also get the added parts here. You do get the piece here that you slide onto the back. You see it's just got this groove here and this little slot right here. So you just slide that up. That locks into place. So you have that. And then you have the extension for the barrel. And you just take that and you line that up. Push it in. And there you go. So now you have a full G1 Megatron, and it's so big I cannot get it all in screen. From end to end, it does measure 28 inches, about 28 inches. So you have over 2 feet of gun here, over 2 feet of Megs. So that's really, really cool. Now this barrel also came with an orange plug in it. This one was not as easy to remove. This one was super tough. You can see right here all the gouges I made in it with the pliers. I ended up having to sit with this thing in a pot of boiling water for about 10 minutes before I could actually get this off. It's doable, but this one needed a lot more work. But you can't remove those orange plugs if you don't like them. But there it is. There you have the full gun mode, and very nicely done. Really, really cool. Again, you know, it's not perfect. Still the official Masterpiece release has a perfect gun mode. This is not perfect. It's not spot on, but it's really close, and I think it looks really good. So there we go. So now I think we will just get down to transformation, shall we? So let's remove all this stuff because we're not going to need it. Remove that. Set him down. Let's put this off to the side. And, oh, before we get onto the transformation, I forgot to show off some other stuff. Of course, in the package, you get the obligatory third-party collector's card. Ooh, because they gotta. And, of course, here you got tech specs. You have the exact same bio on the card. If you want to read it again, there it is. So, there you go. Woo! You know how I feel about that stuff. You get a nice set of instructions. They are good instructions. They do work. And again, it has that same bio right there. And it has cool names for all of the accessories here. The Pistol of Betrayal, the Last Stand Energy Sword, and all that stuff. So, there you go. Very good instructions. Unlike Warbitron. These actually have good instructions. See, it is possible. But anyway, put that off to the side. All right, now we'll get down to transformation. Now, transformation for this guy, it's involved, it's complicated, but I feel like it needed to be in order to make this work, but we'll get right down to it. Now, you don't have to remove this for transformation if you don't want to. You can totally transform this with the cannon on. I prefer to just remove it because it makes life a little bit easier. So I remove this and I put this off to the side. And now we'll get started. So first thing you want to do is you want to come here. You want this little black panel here. Just untab that, rotate it, and bring it down flush against that side. And then you want to start pulling panels apart. So you want to kind of come in here. You want to pop this panel off right there. You just want to pop that up. Come to the other side. Just kind of pop that up. You're just starting to loosen things up here. You want to take these panels right here, slide them back like that, and get these out of the way. Once you've done all that, I believe now we can come here and split this whole back section, which actually does tab together quite well. There we go. Tab all that. And you want to pull this section back a little bit because you see these little nubs right here plug into that groove right there. So you want to Just unplug that, get that out of the way, and there you go. Now you got this whole thing split. So now you want to take this assembly here, you just want to rotate it. You want to rotate it so it is now facing forward, like that. And now you want to take this whole section here and you want to pull it up. So you just pull it up. It's a little bit hard to do, but there you go. Pull it up. You see that reveals the whole abdomen section. Take the barrel here, just unpeg it, bring it to the back, bring it up. One nice little touch is they did actually add this little, you can see, it's the official Apollyon scratch-free film. So basically, when this bumps up against the back, it doesn't scratch. That's actually a nice touch. I do appreciate that. So, once you have that up, you're going to come back here, lift up this panel, and you want to pull out his head. Now the head is on kind of a stiff joint, so I can never get it out with my fingers. I always just end up using the lightsaber that he comes with to just kind of pull that out. Just makes life a little easier. So there you go. Bring up the head, rotate it forward, then you take this panel, fold it in, and then take this and close it all back up, and there you go. Now, you're going to come right back here. There's this little panel right here that goes across his back. You want to open this panel up. Now there is a little tab right here, but I can never get it out using this tab, because it actually does peg in very securely, so I can never get it out with using that tab. So I just raise this armature up so I can get my fingernail in there, and then I can just take it and boop, pull it out. So you got to pull this out, and then you're going to rotate it down like that. So now you got this gap right here. What this gap is for is you want to take this armature, bring it back down, and you're going to swing all of this around, and it will go right into that gap right there. Voila. Now once you've done that, you're going to come here, you're going to take the shoulders on these black pieces. These black pieces, I don't know how well you're going to see this, but these black pieces right here will rotate all the way around, just like that. Not the shoulder itself, you want this armature to go with it. So rotate that around, like that, and then you want to flip out this little white peg. So once you have that done, do that on the other side, just rotate that arm all the way around, get that little white peg to pop out. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to get it to pop out. Come on, man. Come on, peg. Any other time you want to work for me? Why don't you want to work for me now? Oh, I know why you don't want to work for me now, because the camera's on, that's why. Because the camera hates me. The camera makes things not work. Why don't you want me to work, camera? Why? Why don't you like me? I use a lightsaber now. I don't know why I'm talking like this. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, once you got those tabs out, you're going to take this whole armature here, you're going to push it up into the body. And once you've done that, you're going to take these bits that the shoulders are on, and they will clip over these white tabs and lock those shoulders in place. So bring that down, there you go. And then you want to take this and just rotate this back up and bring it back in and peg it back in nice and secure. And there you have that. So now we will get down to the arms. So the arms, just want to extend them, or just like so. You want to take this panel and just bring it forward a little bit. Bring it flush against the back of the arm, slide it back up, and there is a little tab right in here. Little tab right here, let's go into a little groove right there and lock that in place. Once you've done that, you just take this little panel right here, flip that down, flip this up, like that, flip the hand out, like that, rotate it around, take this panel right here, and you're going to rotate it, and there is a tab and a slot right there, so you just bring that down, and that will tab in, and then you just take all this and bring it up. So there you have an arm all done. Second verse, same as the first. Extend the arm, That one's a little stiffer. Bring that down, bring that up, flip out the hand. This one likes to be a little bit more of a pain in the butt. There we go. Come on. This one's a little stiffer. Bring that hand out, rotate that around, bring this panel down, tab it in, there we go. Bring that panel up, come back here, and just bring that down, bring it back up on that track, tab it in, bring that up too, and there you got his arms all done. So now it's time to work on the lower body. So now you're going to come back here and you're going to split this whole bottom section like that. And before you move anything else, you want to make sure that these little panels right here are rotated around like that. And then come here and rotate this panel around like that. Rotate. There you go. And that'll give you clearance to now move these forward. Now you're not going to move these forward yet, because we're still going to work on the legs. Now the legs are a lot of panels here. So this panel right here, you just want to untab that, bring that up, get that out of the way. You're going to start with this back panel first. You're going to untab all of this back here, like that. This is on a double hinge. Just going to take it and rotate it up. This is on a double hinge, and you're going to rotate this up, just like that. And now you're going to take this panel here, you're going to untab it, you're going to bring it out and up halfway, then take this panel, flip it down, and then now you can bring this rest of the way up. And once you've done that, there is a tab right there that'll tab into a slot right there and lock everything in place, which sometimes can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to do. There we go. Tab that in, and there you have that. Once you've done that, you can take the leg now and extend it down, which sometimes can be a little bit tight. Come on, man. Yeah, there we go. Extend that leg down, like that. Once you've done that, you're going to take this panel right here, bring this forward, take this, bring that down, rotate this 180, like that. Bring this down and take this and bring this back against the inside of the leg. Just like that. I know I've already exceeded the like that quota. I'm sorry. But this guy's very involved. Now for the feet, you're going to take this ankle, the heel spur, bring that back. Take this panel, bring it up. Take this panel, a lot of panels. I think I've exceeded the panel quota also. Take this panel, bring it around, and that will fill out the foot. And then bring that back down, and then you're going to take the foot and push it up. And there you got a leg all done. All good to go. Second verse, same as the first. Untab that, come back here, untab all of this. Bring that up on that double hinge, bring this up on that double hinge. Untab this, bring it up, bring that down, and bring that the rest of the way up. Tab all this in. Tab all it in, tab it all in. There we go. And then we're going to extend the legs. There we go, that one's a little easier. Extend the legs, take this panel, bring it out. On mine, this panel is like really kind of stupid loose, but anyway, not that it serves much purpose anyway. So bring that out, bring that down, rotate 180, and bring that down. That comes down on its own because it's loose. Bring that around against the back of the leg, and there you go. Bring up the heel, bring that up, bring this around, fill out his foot, bring that back down, take the foot, push it up, and there you got his legs all done. So now it's time to work on his crotch. That sounded wrong on so many levels. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, that is what we're going to do. But anyway. So you're going to come right here. You're going to take this bit right here, bring that down. There are these two little tabs that are going to flip out. Now these are kind of a pain in the butt because they are kind of loose, so you do have to make sure they stay where they're supposed to stay. And actually, before we do that, you want to come back here. You want to split this section right here. and that will let that trigger flip in on its own. You see, that's what's actually holding that trigger up, and once you let it go, it just springs back on its own. Take this, bring that up, just bring this back for now, just to kind of get it out of the way. And now, you want to make sure that these side tabs stay out, and bring this down, and then bring that up. And now we're going to have a lot of securing to do here. It secures in 3 places. You have a post right here that will go into that port right there, and you have these 2 tabs which will go into a slot right here and right here. So just plug in that post, get those tabs in, push it all in, and there you go. Now this side, again, make sure that tab stays out, and then get that out of the way. Then bring that in, bring it in, bring it in, there you go. You can lift up these skirt pieces here just so you can get some extra squeeze in there, make sure it's all nice and secure. And there you have, hey, how dare you, after I squeezed you so good. Oh, this just does not sound right in any way whatsoever, but there we go. Alrighty. So once we have that all done, then we can come back here and just take this piece and just split it flat against his butt. And are we done? I think we're done. Yes, we're done. There we have Apollyon in his robot mode. Let me raise the camera so you can see all of him. Hey, why isn't this? These came undone. Hey, you're not allowed to come undone. You don't come undone until I tell you to come undone. You understand me? You understand me? All right. Readjust the camera here so you can see all of them. So there we have Apollyon in his robot mode, and he looks good. This is Megatron, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and this looks amazing. Simply amazing. Such a cool figure. Really, really nice. Now, one major issue with this figure was the shoulders. I've already replaced the shoulders. X-Transbots does include a set of replacement shoulder sockets to replace the old ones, because the old ones were just stupid loose. I did a whole separate video just on replacing the shoulders and how to break those ball sockets in, and there will be a link to that in the description down below. I just didn't want to put that in here because I didn't want the video to be, too long, even though it probably will be anyway, but still. There will be a separate tutorial just on the shoulders, but now the shoulders are nice and solid and nothing falls off. Nice and secure. And very, very nicely done. So we're getting close here on the head sculpt, and yes, that is Mr. Buckethead through and through. That is an awesome head sculpt. It looks great. Nice red eyes. He even has little black, I guess, little eyebrows that always stuck down from his helmet. I never got what that was, but hey, it's there and it looks cool. It's a great, great head sculpt. And very nicely done. Lots of nice details. Lots of nice paint apps. This is a really well done figure. I know when the initial test shots of this figure went out, people were really, really critical about it. But me personally, I really like what they did. I mean, look at all this detail back here. Very cool. Even got some added red details on the back. I think this figure is really, really well done. And just so cool. Just very, very cool. And the little leg part likes to keep coming undone. How dare you! There you go. But very nice. Now, of course, Megs, he needs his fusion cannon. So here's his fusion cannon. Now, for gun mode, you want this peg right here in this configuration. For robot mode, you want to take it and just flip it up like that. And you can take it, plug it into his arm. And there you go. Now he's got his fusion cannon all ready to go. The fusion cannon does have a light up feature. It does need batteries that you will have to supply on your own. It takes, I should have wrote this down, but it's in the instructions. Where is it? It takes these batteries. These are basically all the, depending on where you are, this is the kind of batteries that it takes. I bought the 364 batteries. You need 3 of them. And it has complete instructions for the installation and everything. See, Warbitron? This is how you do instructions properly. Anyway, I have to take my digs at them every now and then. I'm sorry, but anyway, as I was saying, there is a light up feature. You just turn this little knob right here, and it, boop, nice bright red LED. That's nice, very very nice. And you just twist it to turn it off. Boop, boop. There you go. So very very cool. So, articulation-wise, his head can swivel. He can look up and down. He has nice range of movement. He can pretty much look all the way up, pretty much look all the way down. The shoulders can do a full 360. They're on nice, tight ball joints now. You can go outward. You only get that much outward movement. You do get a bicep swivel. You do get a little over 90 degrees of movement there at the elbow. And you also get this little piece here that moves out with it. Once you get to a certain point, it kind of breaks the illusion. But if you leave it at 90 degrees, that does look nice. So he does have elbow movement. He does have a wrist swivel. The hands are fully articulated. He has a ball joint at the base of the thumb, and he also has a joint up here. Each finger has 3 joints. You got a ball joint at the base, and then you got a joint at this knuckle and a joint at this knuckle. So he does have fully posable hands, which is nice. He does have a waist swivel. Legs can go forward. They can go back on nice ratchet joints. They can go in and out. You can do full splits. Excuse me. And of course, these skirt pieces can move out of the way to accommodate. You do get a swivel. You do get a little under 90 degrees of movement there at the legs. Nice ratchets. And the feet are kind of tight, but you do get pretty much full ankle tiltage, breakage levels of ankle tiltage, and it also can move up and down. So he does have very nice articulation, very, very posable, and very, very cool. So now, he does come with accessories. He comes with quite a bit of accessories, and we will run through them all as soon as I get things tabbed back in. That little panel right there likes to keep coming undone. It's just because I'm fiddling with them a lot, so just making those come undone. There we go. But there we have that. So now we'll get down to the accessories. He does come with what were they calling this? I like the name they have for it. The Pistol of Betrayal. Here's the Pistol of Betrayal, and if you saw the 86 movie, you recognize this because this is the gun he used to gun down Optimus Prime in the 86 movie. Nice purple paint with some silver paint apps, and cat hair not included. Get out of here. So there you have that. And it's just like your typical Masterpiece weapons. It has the tabs. The tabs on either sides. And it could plug into a slot right here into his palm. And he holds it quite well. So plug that in. Hold your Pistol of Betrayal. And there you go. He's got his Pistol of Betrayal. So he has that. So there you go. He also comes with his lightsaber that he also used in the 86 movie. What are they calling this? The Last Stand Energy Sword. This is the Last Stand Energy Sword. You can see it's all done in a transparent purple plastic, but nice molding going on there. It's very nice. And again, attaches via the same method here. Just open up his hands and just plug that on. You want to make sure that the tabs are facing the back or towards the back side. And you just plug that in. And again, holds it nice and secure, so there we go. He has his Last Stand Energy Sword and his Pistol of Betrayal. And there we have that. We're going to see if we can just get him holding everything. He does come with the key to Vector Sigma, which, what are they calling it here? They're calling it the Sigma Activation Key. Close. Cutting it close there, X-Transbots. There you go. Done in a nice gold paint with some nice detailing. So there you go. He can hold it. There's nothing he can really do with it, but, you know, he can hold it in his hand if you want him to. He has that. He also does come with this replacement chest plate right here that has the asteroid wound. That's what they're calling it here. I think, Correct me if I'm wrong because it's been so long since I watched G1, but I believe this is from the Cosmic Rust episode. Am I right? Is this from the Cosmic Rust episode? I'm not sure. But anyway, these little side panels here on this chest do open up. A little bit of a pain to get out, but... Right, whoop, come on. Again, because the camera's on, it's harder now. There we go. You want to open that up, you can see there's actually some nice little sculpted details in there also, which is very cool. So you want to take this panel and you just want to untab it right here. You want to actually remove this section here. Remove this section here with the tab. It just slides right out. And then take the new panel and slide that in. And then pop that back into that tab and close it back up. And there you go. He's got his asteroid wound. Ow! Does that look infected? Oh, man. So there he has his asteroid wound. He also comes with the clone control helmet, and this is from that one episode of G1 where he was controlling a clone Optimus Prime. And the paintwork on here is really nice. I like the metallic purple that they put on this. Very cool. A little silver there for the antenna, for the mouthpiece, for the microphone. Very cool. A little bit of yellow right there, and that just pops right onto his head. So there you go. Now he can control his clone. Which is very cool. He does come with one more accessory. He comes with the mace, the purple mace and chain. Nice metal chain. Now this is the one accessory that's a little bit frustrating because to do this, let me get this out, you do basically have to kind of reverse the transformation here. So you want to open that up, and you basically want to curl his fingers back in. One thing I also will say, when you're transforming him back into gun mode, it's kind of, it feels like common sense when you're curling his fingers back up to actually bring those fingers up against this inside ridge right here. Don't do that because there is this open gap right here. So if you put the hand in with the fingers like this, the knuckles will end up sliding in under this gap, and getting his hands back out will be a tremendous pain in the butt. Trust me, I know from experience. Not fun. The proper way to fold up his hands is you want to keep those fingers straight. You want those knuckles at a 90-degree angle and just fold those fingers straight like that. So that way they won't get caught there. So then rotate it and flip his hand. Again, make sure those fingers are pushed in right, and just flip his hand back in. Now this is the part that legit is frustrating to do. One, because it is a bit of a pain to get that hand folded in. And two, because this accessory doesn't really work all that well. It works, but it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Get it tab back in. So basically, there's this little clip right here. And it's basically supposed to fit into this little groove right here. And it's also hard to kind of get this thing folded all the way out also. But I've been able to do it, but it's a pain. It really is a pain. Oh, that time it was easy. Wow, the first time something was easy on camera. Thank you. Thank you, Apollyon. You're welcome. You're so nice sometimes. So there he is. There he has his Energon mace. Yay! That's the easiest time I've ever had doing that. That is amazing. Wow. You've just shattered my whole belief system. And it came out easy too. Wow! My mind is blown. It's so blown. Alright, so let's get his hand back out. I forgot this is the hand. It's a little harder to get out either way because the joint's really tight. There we go. Rotate that back around, close his hand back up. There we go. So, yeah, very, very cool figure. Oops. Came undone. Hey, you. Hey, take off your helmet. Sorry, that shoulder clip came undone there. Why are you coming undone, shoulder clip? Why are you coming undone? See, again, see, you make one thing easy and then everything else goes wrong. Because the camera's on. You reaffirmed my beliefs again, see? That didn't take long. But There you go. Now another feature is that you actually can have his fusion cannon in 2 different configurations. I remove the sword for this. You can have it in this configuration where it's on the side of his arm, or if you'd like, you can take this whole panel here, raise it up, rotate around, bring it up on the front of his forearm, and then rotate the cannon around, and you can have the cannon on the front of his arm like that. So totally up to you how you want to display him with the fusion cannon on his arm. But that's a nice option. I really do appreciate that. So that's pretty cool. Now, of course, you are left with these pieces right here. And, of course, you can do something with this also. Very much like the G1 toy, you can take this and make this into a little battle platform here. Excuse me as I refer to the instructions because I always forget how to do this. But basically, you're going to take this piece off. And, yeah, we're leaving this piece on. Bring this around here. You're going to take this back piece, remove that. What? Parts forming, worst toy ever. Come back here. Bring out these handles. This little peg right here, you're just going to flip down. And that will peg in right in here. And then you're going to take this little cross-shaped peg right here, bring that down. You're going to take this piece, plug it onto that. Then you're going to take this piece and plug it in to that port. Like that. Oops. And then you're going to... Oh, well, I need to turn it around anyway because I had it on backwards. So there we go. Also, you're going to take... Get off. You're going to take this right here. You're going to bring that down and spread these feet out like that. And I'm going to take it, plug it back on. And there you have basically a little battle stand pretty much. Just kind of a little cannon assembly here. And he can stand behind it and man it. Now there are 2 different configurations for this. The second configuration, okay, let me look at the instructions. The second configuration is you're going to remove this piece now. The piece is a little tight. You're going to come in here and you're going to pop out this little panel, which can be a bit of a pain in the butt to do. It's very much a pain in the butt to do because there's no way to really get it out. Give me 1 second. Alright, I got it out. So yeah, you want to just pull out this panel right here, and now this will slide into the back right here. So you can slide that down like that. And then you're going to remove this right here. And now this will plug onto the back. Now you see here you got a round peg and a cross-shaped port. So you need this little included adapter for that. So just plug the adapter in there. You want this piece facing back, and then you just plug this in now, and then you take this, plug that into the base, plug it into the base, and of course you can't see what I'm doing. Plug that into the base, boom, get in there, and there you go. So there you have the second configuration. Oh, the last thing you want to do also is you want to take EmGo's fusion cannon, and that will plug into the top right here. Hey, you stay on there. That is really tight. There we go. So you want to take the fusion cannon and just plug it up top. And there you go. So you have that configuration. And this one's a bit shorter. You can see EmGo's can't really hold on to it like you could the other one. But again, it's an alternate configuration. So you can do with this what you like. So that's pretty much it for the accessories. So we'll bring Mr. Apollyon back in here. Get things back situated. Let me remove the pimple from his chest here. Get get this back on. There we go. There we go. Now he's pimple free. But still, very, very cool figure. Now for comparison. Sorry for the random jump cut there, but I just forgot to show off one little thing. I did show off the opening panel on this side. Well, he does have an opening panel on the other side, too. And you open that up, and he has his little hearts of darkness and redness and whiteness. I don't know. It's green, actually, but there you go. He's got that in there. So, totally forgot to show that off. But there you have it. And now we return you back to your regularly scheduled review. Alrighty, let's go through the lineup here. Here he is with MP10. Get them together. And they look nice together. They look really, really good together. Now that's the Masterpiece Megatron we need right there. That's wonderful. That is wonderful right there. So there he is with MP10. We'll bring in some other guys here. We'll bring in Loose Torso Starscream. You know what's funny? As much as people complained about this figure when the test shots were going out, oh, for as much money as it costs, if you're going to call it Masterpiece, it should be perfect. Yeah, should be perfect, right? Masterpiece toy should be perfect, right? Right? Oh, what? Right? Yeah, right. Anyway, there he is with Starscream, and we'll bring in Soundwave too. We'll double up here. So there he is with Starscream and Soundwave, and that looks great. That looks great. Yoink. With that, what's we got here? We'll bring in Quake Wave right here, and we'll bring in Chigger right there. You can see how they look. That's nice. That works too. That's very, very good. We're finally getting a nice Decepticon team. Too bad Takara isn't doing it. So, there we have that. We'll bring in Transistor here. And we'll bring in Masterpiece Grimlock without the Scoria booties. So there you go. There he is with Blaster and Grimlock. And what else have we got? Here we got Little Bumblebee. Little Bumblebee. And Prowl. And of course Sideswipe and Wheeljack are the same height as Prowl. So there's how he scales with those guys. And what else we got? There he is with... Oop, he dropped his gun. There he is with Hot Rod, or Rodimus. And you can see how he scales with him. Here he is with Magnus. There he is with Ultra Magnus. There you got that. And here he is with Starsaber. Yes, I still have Starsaber. I haven't gotten rid of him. I'm holding on to him for now. So there he is with Starsaber. And again, if you're going to call it Masterpiece, it should be perfect, right? Yeah, right. It should be perfect, right? Yeah. Well, Mr. Starsaber floppy arm. Yeah. Should be perfect, right? For that much money, right? Right. Because the official toys never have any problems. Only the third-party ones. But anyway. Now we'll bring in some other Megs. Here is Combiner Wars Leader Megs. You can see there. Actually, almost as tall. Right there, yeah. Combiner Wars Megs is like almost as tall, maybe a hair shorter. And we'll bring in Hegemon and transforming him back into robot mode. I remembered why I don't like this toy, because the transformation sucks. But there he is with Hegemon. There you have that. Here he is with, oh dear God, the official Masterpiece Megatron, who can't even stand straight because that cannon is way too heavy for him because it's almost as big as he is. Oh, God, yes, this is what we got. Thank God for X-Transbots. Thank God for them. Now we don't have to suffer with an anorexic Megatron who can barely keep himself up. And here he is with G1 Megs, cause he's precious, mega precious. There he is with G1 Megs. So, I think that's all the comparisons I got. Is it? Yes. How does he scale with Metroplex? He doesn't scale with Metroplex, okay? He doesn't. But there you go. There you have Apollyon. A very, very cool figure. And again, when the initial test shots of this figure went out and I saw some of those reviews, I mean, this figure was very, very scrutinized. But honestly, from my own experience, I will say this. You can tell they put a lot of love into this figure. They wanted to make this figure as good as it could be. There were issues, but they did remedy them in some way, shape, or form. So honestly, I really like this. Yes, he does have a lot of panels, and he can be a bit fiddly to transform. And I will tell you right now, that first transformation out of the box, you will want to rip your face off. It is legit frustrating the first time you transform this guy, but once you get it down, once you know how he works and the order of things, once you get that all down, it becomes a lot easier to mess with, and it's not as frustrating. And honestly, having messed with this guy for a couple days before I shot this review, I liked him more and more and more. And I really like this figure. Like I said, they put love into this. They really wanted to make this the best it could be. And as far as I am concerned, this is probably the best Megatron figure that is out right now. I will say that. I will be so bold as to say that. This is the best Megatron figure that we have, because this does something that I don't think any other G1 styled Megatron has been able to do, which is to pull off the gun mode and the robot mode successfully. And this does it. This pulls off both modes, and it does it well. It has to be really, really engineered to do it. And I know some people are going to make the complaint, which is hilarious, because in this day and age now where people are complaining, oh, the toys are too simple, when something like this comes around, the word over-engineered gets thrown around. So again, welcome to the Transformers fandom. It makes no sense. But honestly, I think he had to be as engineered as he is, because it was the only way to make it work as good as it does. It had to be. If not, something would have suffered. So, as far as I'm concerned, this figure is really, really cool. It really works. X-Transbots, they put the work into this figure, and it shows. I really, really like it. So, if you would like to get an Apollyon of your own, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below. And that is it for this guy. This guy, love him. He gets 2 thumbs up from me. I really like him. So, there you have it. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out LoriPlan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the X-Transbots Apollyon, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud, pull me in your face. Wave! What is it? I came up with a great plan, and I did it all by myself. I don't believe that for a second, but okay, I'll bite. What is it? Mind control. Okay. Is that what the helmet's for? Yes, it's a mind control helmet. I made it myself. Okay, it's kind of weird. kind of makes you look like some kind of weird Cybertronian DJ. What? Yeah, like DJ Buckethead. He's a buckethead. Who a buckethead? What's a buckethead? Where? Meg's a buckethead. Why do you always have to do that?